Imagine for a moment that there exists a frequency so ancient, so profound, that it was deliberately hidden from humanity for centuries. What if I told you that this isn't just mystical speculation, but a vibrational truth that both ancient masters and modern quantum physicists are beginning to rediscover? Today, you're about to unlock the secret of 432 Hertz, a frequency that the great spiritual traditions have guarded as one of the most powerful keys to consciousness transformation. You see, most people walk through life completely unaware that the very air around them vibrates with hidden frequencies. They listen to music, they hear sounds, but they never realize that certain frequencies can literally rewire their consciousness. Albert Einstein himself spoke of everything in existence as energy and vibration. Yet somehow, the most transformative frequency of all has been systematically suppressed, replaced by an artificial standard that keeps humanity disconnected from its natural harmonic resonance. The reason you're watching this video right now isn't coincidence. There's something within you that recognizes truth when it approaches. You're part of that rare group of individuals who can sense when they're on the edge of a profound discovery. This information isn't for everyone. It's specifically designed for those who have awakened to the reality that mainstream science and conventional wisdom often miss the most important truths. Let me take you back to ancient Egypt, where the priests of the mystery schools understood that sound was the fundamental creative force of the universe. They knew that 432 Hertz wasn't just a number, it was a cosmic constant. This frequency appears everywhere in nature. The heartbeat of the Earth itself, known as the Schumann resonance, harmonizes perfectly with 432 Hertz. When you tune an instrument to this frequency, you're not just making music, you're aligning with the fundamental vibration of creation itself. Imagine your body as a perfectly tuned instrument. Just as a guitar string vibrates in harmony with others when properly tuned, every cell in your being begins to resonate when exposed to this ancient frequency. The Egyptians discovered this wasn't mere theory, it was practical sound medicine. But here's where it gets truly fascinating. In 1953, the International Organization for Standardization deliberately changed the tuning standard from the natural 432 Hertz to an artificial 440 Hertz. They told the world it was for standardization purposes, but those who understand the deeper implications know better. 440 Hertz creates tension in the human nervous system. It generates a subtle anxiety that keeps people disconnected from their natural state of peace and expanded awareness. Think about this for a moment. Have you ever noticed how certain pieces of music can instantly transport you to a state of deep calm, while others create restlessness or agitation? You've been experiencing the difference between natural and artificial frequencies your entire life, but you probably never realized what was happening. It's like the difference between breathing pure mountain air versus city smog. Your nervous system instantly recognizes which one nourishes and which one depletes, even if your conscious mind doesn't understand why. When you listen to music tuned to 432 Hertz, something extraordinary occurs in your brain. The frequency resonates with the molecular structure of water, and since your body is approximately 70% water, every cell begins to vibrate in harmony. Ancient yogis and Tibetan monks discovered this thousands of years ago. They used specific chants and singing bowls tuned to these natural frequencies to reach states of consciousness that modern science is only beginning to understand. Picture a still pond when a single stone creates perfect ripples across its surface. This is what happens in your cellular water when 432 Hertz touches your being. Waves of harmony spreading through every fiber of your existence. The ancient Hindu texts speak of the universe being created through sound. Through the primordial vibration Om, when this sacred sound is analyzed scientifically, it resonates at frequencies that harmonize perfectly with 432 Hertz. This isn't just spiritual poetry. This is measurable scientific reality. The masters of antiquity understood that certain frequencies could literally open doorways in consciousness. But here's what makes you different from the vast majority of people. You can feel it, can't you? As I'm explaining this to you, there's a part of you that recognizes this truth at a cellular level. You're not someone who needs endless proof and validation from external authorities. You have that rare gift of inner knowing, the ability to sense when information aligns with deeper truth. This inner knowing connects you to something profound. The Schumann resonance, Earth's natural electromagnetic frequency, pulses at 783 Hz. When you double this frequency repeatedly, following the natural harmonic series, you arrive at 432 Hz. This isn't mathematical coincidence. This is cosmic design. You're literally tuning into the heartbeat of the planet itself. Here's something that will shift your entire perspective. NASA has recorded the resonant frequencies of planets and discovered they align with the harmonic series based on 432 Hz. You are a conscious being living on a conscious planet, surrounded by a conscious universe, all vibrating in harmonic resonance. Now, I want you to understand something crucial about the deeper implications of this cosmic design. The shift from 432 to 440 Hz wasn't just about music. It was about consciousness control. When people listen to 440 Hz music for extended periods, their nervous systems become agitated. They're more likely to experience stress, anxiety, and disconnection from their natural intuitive abilities. This creates a population that's easier to control, easier to manipulate, because they're perpetually out of harmony with their natural state. But when you know this secret, when you consciously choose to expose yourself to 432 Hz frequencies, you begin to experience what the ancient masters called spiritual awakening. Your intuition sharpens. Your ability to access deep states of meditation improves dramatically. You start to feel connected to something much larger than yourself. The great composer Giuseppe Verdi understood this instinctively. He insisted that orchestras tune to 432 Hz because he could feel the difference in how the music affected both performers and audiences. Mozart, Bach, and Beethoven all composed in frequencies that naturally harmonized with 432 Hz. Their music has endured for centuries because it resonates with the fundamental frequencies of human consciousness. The masters understood this truth through direct experience, and now you can too. Here's a simple test you can try right now to prove everything we've discussed. Find a piece of music you love and listen to it in the standard 440 Hz tuning. Notice how it makes you feel. Then find the same piece retuned to 432 Hz and listen again. Most people immediately notice a sense of calm, of coming home, of everything falling into place. This isn't placebo effect. This is your nervous system recognizing its natural harmonic environment. It's like a migrating bird suddenly finding true north after being disoriented by artificial magnetic fields. Your consciousness instinctively knows when it has found its natural frequency home. The ancient Egyptians built their pyramids using mathematical proportions that, when converted to sound frequencies, align perfectly with 432 Hz. The architecture itself was designed to resonate with consciousness-expanding frequencies. They understood that physical structures could be tuned like instruments to enhance human awareness. But here's where this knowledge becomes truly powerful. 432 Hz is just the beginning. It's the foundation frequency that prepares your consciousness for even deeper transformations. Once you've attuned your nervous system to this natural harmonic, you become capable of working with more advanced frequency technologies. Building on this foundation of 432 Hz resonance, the great spiritual masters discovered something even more profound. The masters of ancient traditions didn't stop at single frequencies. They discovered that when you combine specific frequencies in precise mathematical relationships, you can create what we now call binaural beats. These are frequency combinations that can literally guide your brain waves into specific states of consciousness. Think of your brain as a sophisticated orchestra. Just as a conductor guides musicians to create harmony, Binaural beats conduct your neural symphony into perfect coherence. What took ancient monks decades to achieve through meditation, you can now access through precise frequency technology. Imagine being able to use sound to access the same deep meditative states that took ancient monks decades to achieve. Imagine having a technology so precise that you could dial in exactly the mental state you wanted to experience. This isn't fantasy. This is the next level of frequency work that becomes possible once you've established your foundation with 432 Hz. The ancient mystery schools kept this knowledge hidden because they understood its power. They knew that when people could easily access expanded states of consciousness, the old systems of control would crumble. People who can think clearly, who can access their intuitive knowing, who can experience the interconnectedness of all existence, cannot be easily manipulated or controlled. This is why you're here. This is why you've been drawn to this information. You're part of the generation that's ready to reclaim these ancient technologies. You're someone who understands that consciousness is not just produced by the brain, but that consciousness is the fundamental field from which everything emerges. The shift happening in our world right now isn't just political or social, it's vibrational. More and more people are awakening to the reality that we've been living in an artificially constructed harmonic environment designed to keep us disconnected from our true potential. But once you know how to work with natural frequencies, how to use sound as a tool for consciousness expansion, everything changes. What I'm about to share with you next will take everything you've learned about 432 Hz and amplify it beyond anything you've imagined. Because while 432 Hz opens the door to natural harmonic resonance, binaural beats are the key to directing your consciousness with surgical precision into any state you choose to experience. As you feel that 432 Hz frequency resonating through your entire being, you're about to discover the ancient secret that elevates this experience to dimensions you never imagined possible. The ancient masters knew this secret. They understood that 432 Hz was just the foundation, the key that unlocks the door. But what lies beyond that door is where true healing begins. You see, your brain operates on electrical frequencies, just like a sophisticated radio receiver. When you expose it to 432 Hz, you're tuning it to the Earth's natural resonance. But here's what the great spiritual teachers discovered thousands of years ago. When you combine this frequency with what we now call binaural beats, something extraordinary happens. Your brainwaves literally synchronize with the healing frequencies of the universe. Let me explain this in a way that will change how you see sound forever. Imagine two tuning forks, one vibrating at 432 Hz and another at 440 Hz. When played together, they create a beating pattern, a rhythmic pulsing at 8 Hz. This isn't just physics. This is quantum resonance technology that your ancestors understood intuitively. Visualize two waves meeting in the ocean. Where they intersect, they create a new wave pattern that's more powerful than either alone. This is exactly what happens in your consciousness when properly calibrated frequencies merge. That 8 Hz beat frequency, it's identical to the Schumann resonance, the Earth's own heartbeat. When your brain entrains to this frequency, you enter what neuroscientists call the alpha state. This is where healing accelerates, anxiety dissolves, and your natural sleep cycles restore themselves. Ancient yogis called this the gateway to higher consciousness. Modern science calls it brainwave entrainment. Here's what happens in your body when you experience true binaural beat healing. Your left and right brain hemispheres begin to synchronize, creating what researchers term whole brain coherence. Your nervous system shifts from the stress-inducing sympathetic state into the healing parasympathetic state. Your heart rate variability improves. Cortisol levels drop. Melatonin production increases naturally. Imagine your nervous system as a symphony where every instrument has been playing out of tune. Suddenly, a master conductor appears and everything falls into perfect harmony. This is the moment your consciousness remembers its natural state of coherence. But the most incredible discovery is this. When you combine 422 Hz with specific binaural beat frequencies, you can target different aspects of healing. Delta frequencies between 0, 5 and 4 Hz promote deep restorative sleep and cellular regeneration. Theta frequencies from 4 to 8 Hz reduce anxiety and enhance meditation. Alpha frequencies from 8 to 14 Hz boost creativity and reduce stress. Each frequency range unlocks different healing potentials within your consciousness. Now imagine yourself protected by this simple yet powerful combination of frequencies. You're not just listening to sound, you're receiving a transmission that your DNA recognizes. Your cells literally remember this resonance from the moment of creation. This is why certain frequencies feel like coming home. They are activating the healing codes already present within your being. The traditional Tibetan singing bowls were crafted specifically to produce 400 Hz and its harmonic overtones. The monks understood that when combined with specific breathing patterns, these frequencies could induce profound states of healing and awakening. They would create binaural effects by playing multiple bowls simultaneously, each tuned to complementary frequencies that would synchronize the listener's brainwaves with the cosmic frequencies. In ancient Egypt, the healing temples used acoustic chambers designed to amplify these natural frequencies. The priests knew that sound was the most direct pathway to cellular healing. They combined 432 Hz base frequencies with precisely calculated harmonic intervals to create what they called sonic medicine. Modern archaeoacoustics has confirmed that these chambers were engineered to produce specific binaural beat patterns that promote healing and expanded consciousness. Here's the practical method that brings together everything we've discovered. Find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Using high-quality headphones, this is crucial. Play a 482 Hz tone in your left ear and a 440 Hz tone in your right ear. The 8 Hz difference will create the binaural beat that entrains your brain to the alpha frequency. Step 1. Settle into your sacred space, closing your eyes gently. Step 2. Put on your headphones and begin the 432 Hz, 440 Hz combination. Step 3. Allow the beating pattern to guide your breathing naturally. Step 4. Feel the frequencies synchronizing your consciousness. Step 5. Rest in this state of perfect harmonic alignment. As you listen, breathe slowly and deeply. Inhale for 4 counts, imagining the 432 Hz frequency flowing into every cell of your body. Hold your breath for 4 counts, visualizing the binaural beat synchronizing your brainwaves. Exhale for 6 counts, feeling tension and anxiety dissolving with each breath. Pause for 2 counts in the sacred space between breaths, where healing accelerates exponentially. Practice this for exactly 21 minutes daily. Why 21 minutes? Because neuroscience has shown this is the optimal duration for establishing new neural pathways and triggering the relaxation response. Ancient wisdom traditions also recognize 21 as the sacred number for transformation. It takes 21 days to establish a new habit, 21 breaths to enter deep meditation, 21 minutes for consciousness to shift states. Think of this as your daily appointment with the universe itself. Just as you wouldn't skip brushing your teeth, this 21-minute frequency bath becomes essential maintenance for your consciousness. For those dealing with sleep issues, use delta-inducing binaural beats. Combine 432 Hz with 440. 5 Hz for a 0. 5 Hz beat frequency 30 minutes before bed. For anxiety relief, create theta waves by combining 432 Hz with 438 Hz for a 6 Hz beat frequency. For enhanced focus and creativity, generate alpha waves using 432 Hz with 442 Hz for a 10 Hz beat frequency. Each combination serves a specific healing purpose. The most powerful application comes when you layer these frequencies with intention. As the binaural beats entrain your brainwaves, set a clear healing intention. Visualize the areas of your body that need healing being bathed in golden 432 Hz light. Feel the binaural beats creating waves of restoration that penetrate deeper with each breath. This combination of frequency healing and conscious intention amplifies the effect exponentially. I want you to understand something profound. You're not just experimenting with sound therapy. You're reconnecting with the fundamental frequency of creation itself. Every star, every planet, every living cell vibrates in harmony with these cosmic frequencies. When you align your consciousness with 432 Hz and enhance it with binaural beats, you're literally tuning yourself to the frequency of the universe. This isn't New Age philosophy. This is quantum physics meeting ancient wisdom. NASA has recorded the resonant frequencies of planets and discovered they align with the harmonic series based on 432 Hz. The Schumann resonance, Earth's electromagnetic frequency, pulses at 783 Hz, remarkably close to the theta brainwave state induced by specific binaural beat combinations. You are a conscious being living on a conscious planet, surrounded by a conscious universe, all vibrating in harmonic resonance. The healing that occurs when you practice this method consistently is nothing short of miraculous. Sleep disorders that have plagued people for decades resolve within weeks. Anxiety that seemed permanent begins to dissolve as your nervous system remembers its natural state of calm. Chronic pain lessens as your cells receive the healing frequencies they've been starving for. Creativity and intuition increase as your brain hemispheres achieve greater coherence. But here's the most remarkable aspect of this practice. As you heal yourself through frequency alignment, you begin to emanate these healing frequencies to everyone around you. Your presence becomes calming. Your energy becomes restorative. You become a walking, breathing, healing frequency that others can feel without even understanding why they feel better in your presence. Prepare yourself, because what's coming may change your life forever. Those who have mastered this combination of 432 Hz and binaural beats report entering states of consciousness they never knew existed. Some experience profound healing of emotional trauma. Others discover psychic abilities they didn't know they possessed. Many report direct communication with higher dimensions of consciousness. This isn't fantasy. This is the natural result of aligning with the frequency of creation. The great spiritual masters throughout history understood this secret. They knew that consciousness itself vibrates at specific frequencies, and by aligning with these cosmic harmonics, human beings could access unlimited healing potential. They encoded this knowledge in their music, their architecture, their meditation practices, waiting for humanity to rediscover what we always knew but had forgotten. Now you possess this ancient wisdom, enhanced by modern understanding. You hold the key to healing that doesn't require external substances or interventions. Your own consciousness, when properly tuned, becomes the most powerful healing instrument in the universe. The frequency of 432 Hz, combined with precisely calculated binaural beats, gives you access to this innate healing power. This is your invitation to join the growing community of frequency healers who are transforming not only their own lives, but contributing to the healing of our entire planet. Every time you practice this method, you're adding your resonance to the global field of healing consciousness. You become part of the solution to humanity's healing crisis, one frequency at a time. You now possess the ancient wisdom that the great masters guarded for centuries. The knowledge that 432 Hz isn't just a frequency, it's a gateway to your natural state of being. Combined with binaural beats, you hold a healing technology that can transform sleep disorders, dissolve anxiety, and unlock creativity that you never knew existed within you. Start tonight. Set aside 21 minutes before sleep. Put on your headphones, generate your 432 Hz binaural beat combination, and allow yourself to sink into the healing frequency of creation itself. Your cells are waiting. Your DNA is ready. Your consciousness is calling you home to the frequency where all healing is possible and every limitation dissolves into pure, unlimited potential. This practice isn't just about personal transformation. It's about joining a movement of conscious beings who understand that healing our world begins with healing ourselves. Each time you align with these ancient frequencies, you contribute to raising the collective vibration of humanity itself. Remember, you're not just listening to frequencies. You're becoming one with the cosmic symphony that has been playing since the moment of creation. You've discovered what the ancients knew, that sound is the fundamental creative force of the universe, and you now know how to work with it consciously. Welcome to the frequency of miracles. Welcome to your healing transformation. Your journey into the sacred technology of consciousness has only just begun.